I am proud to say that I made it to Master 1, and now I am in Rated. So, how did I get here? Well, first I want to talk about the deck that I played all the way into Master 1. I would love to say that I did this with any Yummy variant, but no. I was playing pure Dracotail, not the branded version, but the pure version, and I spoke about this a few videos ago. And the reason why I played pure over the branded version is that I just found a lot more consistency and playability with this one. The fact that I have multiple ways to fusion summon on top of having really good hand traps on the deck means that me personally, I found this to be the best way to play Dracotail on ladder, and it looks like I was correct because I did make it to Master 1. For the deck, I play 2 Veiler, 2 Maxi, 3 Ash, 3 Molchemi Fuelos, and 2 Nibiru along with a Magnuma to for the non-engine, right? And for the and 2 Ghost Bell, of course. And for the actual engine, 1 Frixel, 3 Malulu, 2 Cartesia, 3 Lucius, 3 Fimena, 2 Urgula, 2 Pan, a playset each of Rahu Ketu, and then 1 each of the traps. For the extra deck, double Gulamel because I have the space. Mysterion, which hardly ever comes up, but there, it could be pretty good into Lunalight. The Chaos Sorcerer's Dragon, the Philia Regis, 3 copies of the Arthalion. Surely if we see less copies, it can be bad because this is what keeps the ball rolling, but I do like to play the 3. 2 Secretarion. For the XCs, we play 1 Typhon. Typhon actually has come up multiple times, especially when I play against DDD, because oftentimes you're able to bounce the attack over the Caesar, bounce the DDD Zeus Ragnarok, and then if you have a really good hand, you can actually start playing on their turn and win from there. So Typhon, MVP of the format. Then of course I play the 1 Spirit, the Heroic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, copy of the Cross Sheep, and SP Little Knight. And low-key, I never go to the Cross Sheep, so I think I'm going to play the second SP Little Knight because the SP has come up multiple times. I've actually never gone into Cross Sheep, even though it can be really good. I think the SP here will serve as better utility, so we're going to save that for now. So of course I want to go through some of the replays that I had. I was stuck in Master 3 for the longest time. As you can see, these are some of the replays in which I was playing, and man, this one here specifically really annoyed me because I want to play this deck optimally. I want to play with as many hand traps as possible. And you see this hand, it's like I go first, I can't really do anything, so I kind of just have to deal with it, right? And I pass. My opponent is playing Ryzeal, right? You would think that maybe he's playing the mirror match because of the Dracotail sleeves, but I think that's just to fool people. So of course he goes Bonfire into the X, and I don't want to Veiler this, but I almost feel like I have to, just in case he doesn't have any starters, right? Because the Ryzeal engine is so small. But no, here they always show us why you don't Imperm or Veiler the first thing you see, and he does have the Ice. And when I go Fua, he goes Cross Out Designator. And now I'm going to speed this up here just a little bit, because I'm thinking, okay, I can maybe at least survive with Magnamut and be fine, right? So he goes for the Dual Drive, Special Summon Star Ryzeal, and then I go Mag here before he activates the Field Spell to negate, and he has Bell. So, yeah, I'm shit out of luck. I can't play anymore, so I scoop it up. Now, what got me from Master 3 to Master 2 was this match in here. And as you can see, the moment they saw Ketu Malulu, they were down for the count. And so I did play a wide variety of decks, from Master 2 all the way to Master 1. This one, I couldn't quite tell you what the opponent played. Oh yeah, it was a mirror match. This one was kind of one and done. I think I played that very well. So let's go ahead and watch how I ended up outplaying the opponent ever so slightly. Although this also had to do with the fact that I did have multiple copies of Secretarion, which I don't know if it is standard or not, but I feel like you have to have multiple copies. So here I start with Valor, Bell, Cartesia, 5 mana, and the Magnamut. And I will learn here that I'm playing against a mirror match. Now, I could summon the Secretarion immediately, but the issue with summoning Secretarion immediately is that they can always drop Malulu, especially when they have Rahu. So the Secretarion will get negated, and then they can continue to play from there. So I decided to instead play reactively on my turn, instead of giving him access to be able to, play here. And of course I Valor because what I want to do is prevent him from getting access to the Lucas, so that he's forced to Ketu add Lucas and then Lucas add the 5 mana. So from here he does set the Sting, sets Ketu, and then from here he goes ahead and activates it to add the Lucius. Lucius is going to be normal summon to go ahead and grab the copy of 5 mana. And as you're going to see here, he doesn't continue, he just sets 2 and then passes, which tells me that he hard drew both Flame and Horn. And here, of course, in the end phase, he does have a free Malulu for me to steal, so I go Magnamut, special summon, activate the effect to add a copy of the Urgula, and then it's my turn at this point. So I draw the Flame for turn, and I decide to normal summon the Cartesia here, and then, he goes for the 5 mana. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why he's going for Secretarion now, if he's choosing to do so, but I think this is the wrong play. Or no, I did do Chainlink 1 Cartesia, but regardless, you don't have to do that right away. Like, I'm gonna play through the back row. So I do summon the Arthalion in defense mode to play around the trap card, and then I go Urgula 2, 5 mana 1. Lucius is gonna be his Chainlink 3, and so I go ahead and set, I believe, Ketu and Rahu whilst popping, I think, this back row. And that ends up being Horn. And I'm like, okay, sick. Now I know where the Flame is at. It's going to be right here. So I do immediately go for an SP Little Knight before I commit to these spell cards here, so that I can hit it. And this will allow me to now play around the Flame. So this is 2 interruptions that I don't have to worry about anymore. And if he decides to do anything with these, with the Sting, or I don't know what else he would have. He doesn't have access to 5 mana anymore. So yeah, if he just chooses to do something, I can always, like, SP Little Knight, remove the Secretarion Dragon. And then he doesn't have access to his trap cards. And I have Bell for the last one. So I do go Ketu. And then I go Rahu here to summon out the Gulamel, which is going to allow me to fuse with the Pan and the Lucas to go ahead and fusion summon it onto the board. Arthalion 1, Pan 2, just in case, he has access to a monster, right? And he will with the Arthalion, so now I get to pop it. But here, he actually gives me prime opportunity to remove the Secretarion, and then I get to pop the Arthalion that he's going to bring onto the board with the Pan, meaning that this is going to be removed forever. Horn is set, Sting is set, pops this, and then I summon out the art. Now, I didn't have to do that necessarily, but I figured I might as well have a board presence set up, because the Sting is never going to do anything against me, which he's going to save it for the Urgula, but again, I have Bell. By the way, MVP of the fucking deck. I love Bell. It does so much work against the mirror. And then next turn, I have Ketu to pop, to negate with the Flame, right? So he activates Ketu, I Flame, boom. No access to any fusion monsters or any other follow-up here. So yeah, he'll go Sting on my activation of Urgula. I go Bell. So now all of his trap cards are in the graveyard. I'm not gonna lie, I drew really well to play going second against the mirror. So now I have 5 mana in hand. I can't attack because of SP, but that's okay. Here in the end phase, I am gonna go for Cartesia to add back. He has his own copy of Magnamut, and honestly, that's okay. There's no way for me to save it anyways, and I have amazing follow-up with Pan, Phimena in the hand, and then SP Little Knight. So if he does want to fusion summon with like the Malulu later on, I have SP to, remove it. And now, my plan was to pop the Ketu with the Gulamel, so I go Horn to Chain to hit this, but I do kind of misplay this. I think one thing that I should have done instead, and this would have been way better, would be SP Little Knight target either itself or the Magnemite and the Malulu, so that he cannot fusion summon with it. And then Chainlink 3 Horn, the Secretarion. But it's okay. Misplays happen. I forget that this is going to stop my Gulamel. So, I get a draw. I have Rahu now. And then he fusion summons with the Malulu here to summon Gulamel. So had I done the play that I wanted, which was banish the Malulu and then bounce Secretarion, he would have made another Secretarion more than likely, which is funny. But here, there was some benefit for me waiting on the effect, because now I get to chain block the Gulamel here and then remove it from the field so that he doesn't have access to it at all anymore. He decides to set Rahu, and that's fine, because now Flame only needs to negate the Ketsu, and then he cannot Rahu to summon because he doesn't have a monster in hand. So we win that one pretty solidly. In Masters, I am fighting for my life, right? And this is the second to last match that I need to win before I get to Master 1. And here, on my Ketu edition of Lucas, he is going to Imperm, and then I chain Phimena, so I'm gonna get my Surge, right? The opponent chains Max C, and I'm like, that's fine. I'll deal with the Max C, and I think I just decide to set Double Trap here. So I go Fusion Summon for the Arthalion. Arthalion should add me back to Phimena from the graveyard. And then I add Malulu with the Lucius. So let's speed up here. Does he have a Veiler? No. So I go Horn, Flame, add the Phimena, and then I pass. So from here, I have really good follow-up. I have, if he destroys this by card effects, Pan summon Lucas to search. I have Magnemite summon to add me a dragon. I have Phimena to fuse. I have Flame to negate spells, and Horn to negate to bounce a attack position monster. So here he goes, normal summon Genroku and special summon the One of Chandra. The One of Chandra. The One of Chandra. And I kind of just had to take it on the chin. So I do go Horn here to try to, force something out if he has it. Like if he has Ash Blossom or Bell. But no, he has something better. Way better. And that is Red Reboot. So here's where I actually outplay the hell out of him though. So I do decide to set my Sting. Because why not? It's free. And then I go Phimena. Phimena's going to go ahead and Fusion Summon, and he chains Genroku for some reason. So this ends up working out way better than I expected. And I'll explain why. So he summons the Pydra, I fusion into another copy of Arthalion, and I decide I'm going to Arthalion bounce both of these monsters and Malulu negate the Pydra. That way he doesn't get a search, and since he already committed his normal summon, he cannot extend unless he already drew the spell card. And even if he does, I guess if he did have the quick play already, then he would win. But, I had to put him on habit, and he doesn't. So that's another Tenpai player in the grave, 6 feet under. I hate Tenpai so much, and I hate everyone that decides to play this in Master Duel. Like, you have a mental illness, please get help. Now, here I am in my final game that was going to either get me to Masters or force me to play 2 more. So I go for the Rahu after I normal summon Malulu to try to bait Maxi or Fua, but he has Ash for the Rahu. Now I do kind of fuck up this end board a little bit. I did have Phimena, and so one thing that I could have done is activate the Phimena effect to fusion summon the Arthalion instead by using the Frixel and the Malulu in hand, and then adding Phimena back on top of, like, I guess Malulu or Frixel. It's like either or. The reason I did it this way was just so that I could bait out an impermanence, and I guess I should have just gone for the other method because it would have guaranteed me better follow-up, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and set Ketu plus Flame, which is going to allow me to at least get like access to Urgula, and then I get to fuse with 5 mana, and get access to one more trap card, and then Urgula add back 5 mana to fuse on his turn, right? So it's a little weak, I'm not gonna lie. If I did it the other method, I think I end on another trap card and maybe another monster in hand. But again, I didn't want to play into like a imperm, so that's the main reason why I did this. So I have you know, anything pop, fusion, monster negate, flame, you know, hit the Harpy's Feather Duster, which is crazy. He also has Ash, so I don't want to lose value on the horn. So I think I go ahead and horn, bounce back the Arthalion, and then I get a draw, which is a Magnamut. And you'll see that this Magnamut is actually very good for this matchup. He is playing Primite Blue Eyes, so he does have the Lordy Load, and he goes ahead and summons to set the Drill Beam. So now I know that he should not have another Drill Beam in hand to, you know, to go ahead and negate any of my cards. If he plays multiple Drill Beams, what a god, that card is once per turn. I don't know why you would do that, but he did not draw it, guys. So he sets it, and now he goes for, you know, Link 1. Spirit is going to grab the Mausoleum. Mausoleum's going to dump the Blue Eyes, and then he's going to go ahead and summon the Blue Eyes, which is fine. Malulu effect is going to go ahead and fusion summon. Chainlink 2 Gulamel. I decided to pop the Mausoleum of white. I could have popped the Drill Beam, but the reason why I popped the Mausoleum is I don't want him to add Sage and get even more cards to his hand. But as you'll see, it's going to be kind of irrelevant, as he does already have the Wishes, I believe. So I go for the Arthalion. Arthalion effect, target the Blue Eyes. Malulu to set the Ketu. And yeah, he has Wishes. So he gets access to Majesty, which is a little weird, but I think he already had Roar, so that's why he added it instead of setting it with the True Light. And then he adds a Maiden as well. Maiden's going to send itself to go ahead and place the True Light. He does activate the Roar, which he already had in hand. So last card I believe is unknown, right? No, the last card is Majesty at this point. So from here, he summons the Blue Eyes with the Roar. I go ahead and Magnamut on the Chainlink 1 of the Maiden so that he cannot make Synchro. And then he does go for a fusion summon of the Tyrant Dragon. So the Wishes is gonna equip the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which brings out the Tyrant Dragon. And here I decide to fusion summon into a Gulamel? No, the Chaos Star Source. There we go. I do this because now I can go Chaos Star Source 1, Gulamel in the graveyard 2, so that way he cannot negate the pop effect with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So I thought I fucked up here for a little bit, but no, this was all part of the plan. So from here, he is going to activate the True Light to set a Blue Eye spell trap, which ends up being another copy of Wishes. Don't know why he did it there necessarily, but hey, it's whatever. So he summons the I summon the Gulamel, pop the Tyrant. Now he cannot attack over all my monsters, and he summons the Blue Eyes so that he can have his Drill Beam live, and then yeah, he sets the trap card. End phase, I add Malulu because I need something to fusion summon. After all, I don't have Urgula in the graveyard, and I'm hoping that the Ketu resolves. But as you can see, here in the draw phase of my turn, I believe, he goes immediately for the Majesties to pop my set. But guess what? I draw a 5 mana. I'm so in there. So from here, I link into the SP Little Knight to hit the Wishes follow-up, and then Arthalion Chainlink 2 so that I can attack over the Blue Eyes. He decides not to Drill Beam. Smart move, you know, because the SP is going to dodge it. And then from here, I normal summon Malulu. I go for the attack. He's going to summon out Blue Eyes with the effect, and then Drill Beam the Arthalion. I was thinking he was going to do the Malulu, in which case I would have been forced to SP target Malulu and itself and banish. But no, he decides I'm just going to remove the Arthalion here, and that's fine because now I get to make my Gulamel that I play 2 ofs to pop the True Light and remove both of the blue eyes as a result. So now he doesn't have Wishes follow-up, he doesn't have blue eyes on the field, he doesn't have True Light access, and I get access to, I believe, what is it, Ketu and Sting. Let's see, so Sting and Ketu, yeah. Now from here, True Light triggers. Now you might be thinking, why didn't you activate Ketu there? Well, because I couldn't. The reason was because I had like 5 seconds on the clock, and I think I had enough here to win, as weird as that sounds. So draw phase, he goes for this in the standby phase to add it back to the hand, and I don't want him to have that, so I go Sting, target the barrel plus the drill beam, chainlink 2 Gulamel, or chainlink 3 I should say, to target the Lordy Load so that he cannot summon a Blue Eyes back, and then the last monster that he has in hand, if it's another copy of barrel, I just banish it with SP. If it is Sage, I think same ordeal. The only difference is that if it's Sage, he gets access to Maiden, which gets him access back to True Light, and then from there I might be cooked, but it really just depended. So it basically had to not be Sage at all. And so from here, I am happy to say that it in fact was not a Sage, and I win. And that is my journey from Masters 2 to Master 1. It's been a long time coming this month specifically. I just been really busy with work and trying to put out videos as often as possible, as well as me wanting to have, you know, fun doing other hobbies. So I thank you for everyone that's watched the journey so far. I am now a master rank player, and I might go ahead and play a few games of rated and you know, put some more progress there, but I accomplished my goal for this season, so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Big bitch Puerto Rican.
Okay, I only have a bit of time to do this, so I need to do it stat.
Faster, Aaron, faster.
Don't worry.
Every second counts, buddy.
Oh, it does, trust me. But I'll be fine.
Hey, look. Now you have more cards than him. Oh, that was nice.
Okay, now he has nothing, and if he activates this effect, I just vanish, and I should win. Assuming he doesn't have Ash Blossom. We'll see. We'll see what he draws. Okay, there we go. Master 1. I did it. Finally.
Big bitch Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
That was 5 wins in a row.
Hell yeah, I saw 3 of them.
Fuck.